I'm Pastor Linda Schreck, Family Life Pastor here at the Mission Church, and today is day 3 of our 21 Days of Hunger. As a church family, our Bible reading today, day 3, is John chapter 3. We find in this chapter Jesus speaking with Nicodemus at night, telling Nicodemus that one must be born again to receive eternal life. Jesus also tells Nicodemus what has become one of the most familiar verses in all of the Bible in John chapter 3. John chapter 3 verse 16 says, "For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life." And then, beginning in verse 22, we get to the Jordan River. John the Baptist is at the Jordan River baptizing. Some of John's followers go to him and say in verse 26, "That man who was with you on the other side of the Jordan, the one you testified about, look, he is baptizing, and everyone is going to him." That man is Jesus. Jesus was baptizing, and some of John's followers were concerned that people were going over to Jesus instead of staying with John. For John, ego could have taken over. "Hey, yeah, they got some nerve going to Jesus. They should be coming to me. Jesus is moving in on my territory and my rights." Our ego, our hurt feelings, our quickness in assigning wrong motives to someone's actions, our feeling entitled and territorial, those are all works of the flesh. And when the flesh and all those feelings rise up, the work of God is hindered. All too often, we let our ego, our pride, our comparing ourselves to someone else get in the way of furthering God's kingdom, of pointing people to Jesus. It's not about us. It's all about him. It's not about our name. It's about the name above all names. It's not about our rights and what we deserve or what level of recognition we think we should have. It's about pointing people to the one who deserves all of the glory and all of the honor and all of the praise. John's response to his followers is so rich. As you fast and pray today, I trust that you will take time to really chew on this passage, to digest John's response, and ask the Lord to do a work of decrease in you. Starting at verse 27 of John 3, it says, "To this, John replied, a person can receive only what is given them from heaven. You yourselves can testify that I said, I am not the Messiah, but am sent ahead of him. The bride belongs to the bridegroom. The friend who attends the bridegroom waits and listens for him and is full of joy when he hears the bridegroom's voice. That joy is mine," John says, "and it is now complete. He must become greater, I must become less. The one who comes from above is above all. The one who is from the earth belongs to the earth and speaks as one from the earth. The one who comes from heaven is above all. Jesus must become greater, I must become less. I must decrease, he must increase." That is John's response, and that must be our response and pursuit. That is my prayer today for me, for my family, and for you, my church family. That all of us would lay aside every entitlement, every ego-driven goal, every what about me feeling, and have Jesus live bigger and bigger in our lives. He must become greater, I must become less. God bless you.